everything going. Oh, there was a Windows update. I should check shit real quick. I checked most of it, but there's a couple of things I just realized. Yeah, they look good. We got audio. All the usual suspects did not get fucked up. This is good. It's a good thing. There we go. I could be doing so many useful things in this game instead. Made another ult. Champion's good now. Champion is so much different than I remember. So I'm making one basically with a new server in mind, but the cool thing is you can start working on characters now. Just pop them on over once the server is up. So it's like, it's not one of those things where it feels like you're wasting time. Also, there is a experience boost going on this weekend, apparently. Some kind of welcome back event. What's one of these? There it is. Yeah, 25%. And it's on everything, including quests, so I imagine it stacks with most of the other things going on, so yeah, I'm out leveling these quests very quickly, which is nice. It's a nice problem to have. Especially because I'm on a higher difficulty, and it's like, yeah, I don't mind having a couple levels on this shit, because, man, that lag hits. Couple AoEs go off. It is bad times. Having a little extra padding, not a bad idea. It's just funny, because that shit can happen at any time. That parry response is weird. It's like an upward swing, but it's supposed to be like an arc. You're hitting multiple people. It does not look like it. Big branch. Gonna jam this in my pocket. You must face target. There we go. Looks nice and straight. I don't think you can say that anymore. It would look just as nice if it wasn't. There's something in here. I do wish we could zoom in on the map more. That would be nice. I need to look at some of the UI mods in this game. I've never messed with them. All the years I've been playing this game. I was watching some people play and it's like, some of their stuff was unrecognizable. It's like, oh shit. That's right, mods. I don't think they were always in, which is why I never got in the habit of using them. Oh, right. Kind of weird that there's no music at the moment. This place usually is always going. Speaking of which, I think a concert's going on, like an actual one. Not that I'll go over to it or anything, but I must be at the base of the cliff. Okay. Not jumping down that. I still got another 9 levels before I'm allowed to die. I do love the Hobbit Village music in this zone. Also, they did a great job with the population. It looks like people actually live here, you know? Like, better than the Shire. Shire was well made, but it was also made in, like, 2007. Well, released in 2007. Alright, what is going on over here? Growing dangers and causing havoc. I imagine that's on the other side of the river, so we will do that once I cross. Lonely Mountain Band presents the 12th annual winter stock. There it is. I used to be in the Lonely Mountain Band a long time ago. Back when I played regularly enough to be in a kinship. They were cool. I don't think that I would join them today, but at the time it was a good bit of fun. Stupid waterfall quest. It puts stuff everywhere. I'm dropping that. Where is it? There, that's so much better. Let's face it, with these buffs going this weekend, I do not need every quest. Alright, so what's over this way? Heavy Hobbit. It's fine. On top of the cliff. Yeah, he is. Alright, guess I'm doing that one later. A little off-roading to avoid that wolf there. Okay. What's the blue one? Helith Tread. Hobbit Prince, okay. We can follow a hobbit. I think I found the footprints. Oh, we're hiding the footprints, right, okay. Oh, that's funny. I'm reading why this person forgot to hide her tracks. It's because a fucking Uruk-hai showed up, just like he did. Anyway. These are the secretive hobbits. Or the river hobbits. For obvious reasons. I swear, this game has this effect where, like, you come across an old road, and it looks unlike anything else in the rest of the game, and you're like, oh, this is from, like, a previous age. This is awesome. The Old South Road. Alright, so there's orcs over that way. That's always a good time. Let's go make that happen. Seem to be getting enemies. Just one, okay. I was hoping it was a group. Got a point. Deal more damage when your damage shield is up. That's awesome. I like the sounds of Champion these days. Put it that way. It's defensive, but it's still an offensive class. At least Blue Line is. The rest of them are just straight up offense, but this one's about, like, survivability while just cranking out as much damage as possible, and I kind of like that. Guess we stick to the road. I do have a feeling I'm going to be running this area a lot when the new server rolls. As this is by far the best way to start a character these days. If you're just looking for the best gear and stuff. And it's no longer locked to premium users, so everybody can use it, which is nice. Again, if you just craft up some stuff, you're just as good, so doesn't matter too much. Guessing. There we go. Oh, this might hurt. This actually might hurt a lot. I mean, it's only difficulty 3, but fighting multiple enemies gets sticky real fast, especially if they start doing AoEs in tandem. Fighting that captain, I guess. That's just power, right? Yep. That seems like an outdated move. You never really run out of power these days on most classes. I mean, it is possible. I guess later on especially, but... Open up this siege weaponry real quick. Of course we're going right through this shit. Alright. I do not have an interrupt yet. Also, I can't see AoEs if he drops one. They really do need to fix that. Let's go all the way around the outside. In later levels, I'll just stroll right in here and murder everybody. We are not there yet. I don't know where I'm pulling the pin out from there, but okay. Wait, does it only have the one? This one? Now this is going to be dumb. Because I only need one more pin, I'm going to pull one pin from the siege weapon, but not both. Kill him by dooting a horn. Anything else up here? I need something. Knowing dangers. Oh, I still need more just enemies in general. Can't stop this. Archer's trying to find a good spot to hit me, I guess. There he goes. Come on, damn it. Get up. Oh, this sucks. That was lengthy. The warriors. Should also look into whether or not I can use a bow yet, because not being able to pull sucks. It does an AoE, I'm kind of out of options. Okay. Somehow didn't get the archer. I'm gonna run out of here. I am tempted to just horse it. Oh, actually, this should go down, right? Yeah. Oh, that's actually a nice little shortcut out. I don't think I ever noticed that. Okay. Then Trevor's got some turn-ins. I'm getting some gear drops. A lot of gear drops. Oh, that's right. We have to cross it, the dirt path here. It's definitely one of the better zones they've added. Especially since starting new characters can just get so old. The fun thing is, like, the old startup isn't even bad. Like, they're still fun. Okay, that one's up there on that cliff side. Okay. Alright, let the turn-ins begin.
Something stirs in the shadows of the veils. I?
Problem is, a lot of these quests are lower level than me now. Oh, not this one. That's a level. Apparently got a class point. Repose damage. Oh, that's not bad. Eventually, this is going to be a go-to move. It's not there yet, but... And tactical mitigation. Less useful, but still useful. Go for repose damage. Thought it was. I guess they are down there. Oh well. That's weird. This is due north, which is just right off this cliff. Okay. Oh, that's right. I have to place the basket. I'm not turning that one in. Where is the main plot right now? Kleeger. That's where again? Oh, it's down here. Shit. In that case, may as well take a horse down.
Hello there.
Dog Torlin. Who the fuck? I guess we're up by the mayor? Oh. Maybe that is the mayor. I'm not politically aware when it comes to hobbit villages. It might be the mayor.
Well, it seems these are strange days indeed.
Let it be known that mayors are never to be embarrassed, especially not in their own village.
There are uruks about, stranger.
I know there's uruks about. I've been killing them all day. And all of these suck. This random drop I got is better. Caught an uruk. I do love the idea that these hobbits grabbed one.
I left Drusy behind to guard the prisoner, so I could ask the mayor what to do.
We had better follow him.
And it's an instance.
And quickly. Lead on, Fran. Where does your friend hold captive this uruk?
Quick jog up the hill. Right on up the hill. I think I actually failed this before because of server lag. Like the server just lagged and the NPC just fell over dead. Which is unusual. Usually if the server lags, everything stops. Because it's more that like the server just isn't functioning and the connection isn't going through. I really do need to get back into Elden Ring. I jumped on there a little bit. Mainly was just testing to see how the frame rate jitters are on this new PC, which they still exist, but they're not as bad. They're nowhere near as bad. And just by like wandering around, I found all kinds of bosses and shit, and I was like, God damn it. This game still has legs. I'm not even on the expansion. Did you see those boars? Oh, they are unworried about this uruk. Even though this should be very concerning. It's a little weird to be fighting uruks at like level 1 though. Which this zone has you doing. They honestly should have been like a big deal when they reveal them in this game. I'm a little over-leveled for these guys. Not to mention difficulty settings don't kick in instances, so... Sharku. I love the joke of that. That little mark of the U makes it a Y, so it's really sharky. Oh yeah, that's right. He flat out name drops him here. So, what is this, a level 7 quest? And they drop that Saruman is Sharky. I kind of forgot they did that here. It works, though. Because you don't join the main plot until, like, well after level 30.
Thank you for aiding my folk. It reflects well upon you.
Damn, I still have the starter boots.
Why does your ranger friend just stand there, like a lump on a log?
Boots. They look like shit. Let's, just cosmetically put my old ones on, thank you. Actually, what do these look like? It's a little too black. I like the contrast.
I cannot believe this.
Saruman has ever been a watchful protector of Middle-earth, yet not now. Meneldir, or Meneldir, whatever his name is, hasn't seen the movies, I guess. I mean, you can forgive someone not reading the books, but geez, come on, the movies?
How do you do?
There's a lot of riding around in this zone. It's not bad, though.
We won't be caught off guard again.
Goblins and Uruk seek to raid our village again, that will make them pay a heavy price. There it is. Big old barrel of swords. I do appreciate that they always put the ranger, like, off to the side, leaning against something. They do a good job with the rangers in this. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they tell you about the 3 wizards. I do like this idea at this point that, like, because we've heard that Saruman is apparently turned against us, it just opens a question of, like, wait, are all the wizards against us? Because that'd be bad. And of course, Radagast is the only one he's actually met. Like, he was a nice guy. He could probably play the doctor or something, you know? And Gandalf was a nice guy, but at one point he just broke down crying when he was, like, confronted with a golf ball, or a tennis ball. I think Saruman's a Sith Lord. I could be wrong. But it is a neat, natural conclusion that, like, oh man, if the one wizard is against us, they all might be. God, they would be so fucked if that happened. Especially considering there's 2 more wizards that are completely unaccounted for. Like, no one knows where they are. Like, they're in the east. Somewhere. Oh. We don't actually know what they're doing. Of course, the little shit kid heard everything. It's a whole thing of, like, small child thinks he's an adventurer now. Which, I mean... You know... You can hold a sword... I do like how this persistence changes as the story progresses. I know it's an old trick now, but like when this game first came out, this kind of thing was not in it. So, it's nice to see. Anyway, that would be over this way. Try to Glen Helig? Yeah, probably the best way. Fell some crap on the way. No crafting on this character, just flat out declaring that. Can't use a shield. I'm not saving stuff on this character, unless it's something wildly unique. I am sick of dealing with, inventory issues. Hang on to the shoes. I am cosmetically equipping them at the moment. Scuff chainmail, that's actually worse than the medium armor I got. I don't think any of this stuff is super unique anyway. Now, certain races do get some unique shit. Namely, I know that High Elves do. Which is neat. I'm sure I didn't sell anything really unique here, but I don't think I did. Nah, we're good. I'll have to do the, because I'm going to have to remake my, my Elven Captain, like, from level 1 on the new server, but you have to do that one as, like, the normal intro, just because the intro to the High Elves is so fucking cool. Like, you actually get to play, the end of the Second Age.
What can I do for you?
When Hellig it is. I swear, the horse routes are fucking drunk half the time, man. And they're preset. Like, why are they so fucked? You go wandering off into the garden, slam into a wall. I really don't need to go all the way up here. Gummy bears, huh? It's a good kin name. I really should see when winter stock is and just... What time is it? Hold on, let me do a quick thing here. What is this shit? Nope, that's last year. It's 12. Oh, you fucks. 17th to 20th. Oh, okay. So it's going to be all weekend. When is it? 10:30 or so EST. Oh. Oh. Maybe I'll end the stream with it. Maybe I'll end the stream by popping by. If nothing else, just to show why I fell in love with this fucking game in the first place. Because, like, the gameplay's cool, don't get me wrong. That is not what set it apart. It is the part that I really hope makes the transition to these new servers, because the only bad thing that can happen is segmenting the player base. If that happens, it's going to be a shame. But really, it should be bringing everyone together, so I don't think it's going to be an issue. Although it's going to mean that, like, the lighthearted antics of Landroval, the unofficial roleplay server, are going to be mixed in with, like, I forget who the actual RP server is, but yeah, it's all going to be together, and I don't know. Hopefully everyone's cool about it. I can see nonsense happening. Like, my hardcore roleplay days are over, man. Like, closest I will get in that is a tabletop game. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not afraid to say something in character here and there, but, you know, for the most part, I just shut up. Like, I'm not going to ruin the illusion for people, but I'm also not going to be... I'm not going to be, taking part in your little stage play, either. It's kind of what I do in City of Heroes, honestly. I think it's one of those things where it's like, if the game makes an effort to be cohesive, yeah, I'll go ahead and do it. Like, it's hard to play LotRO and not kind of fall for its spell. Like, if that has no pull for you, this game will never have traction. But for people that actually care about that, it's just like, there's nothing else quite like it. Dead Uruk storage. Storing dead Uruks is our fucking business. I think the implication here is that Tegwin heard our nonsense and is like, oh, I'm going to go kill some orcs. And actually managed to drop at least one. Like, they don't actually say how old he is, but it's pretty impressive. I mean, if they were just like regular orcs, it would be impressive, but... no. Full-on half-orcs, that's actually much more difficult than a regular orc. Because purebloods are weak. Introduction to crafting. Get that shit out. My journal. Much better. I probably should swing up here for their stable master. I just hope we don't get blue balled too bad on the release time for this new server they're putting up. I'm still a little ticked off at how the situation last summer went. Because while they never made any promises, it was clearly kind of implied that, oh yeah, if these servers do well, we're just gonna start, you know, transferring everything over to these new server types, and they never did. And it's like, over 6 months later, they're like, yeah, we can't afford to do that. Like, they said they wanted to at some point in the future, but that was about it. And that turned into, nope, can't do it. So I don't know if they assumed they were going to get more of an income, like an influx of income. I went past my road. I don't know if like not enough people went and subscribed just to play on their fancy new servers. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. I have a sneaking suspicion that it was mostly just people that already were subscribed that jumped over. And then they started dropping off, so... One thing I will say about LotRO, the average player age seems to be up there. Like, there's a conversation in World Chat about what music everyone's listening to while playing. And, I mean, no one's named anything that's more recent than the 70s. It's all old shit.
Leave us alone.
I know earlier someone was saying something that they were 70. It's like, god damn. I mean, that's nothing new, but...
Interesting tidings.
That's okay.
He's gonna blast President Lincoln!
Oh, that's coming Monday. Did I say that? That's terrible. I'm sure nothing will go wrong. In all honesty, it probably won't, but...
More Uruk blades? I didn't ask for these.
And I need might.
Could you do something about Tegwin? He's been bothering me since this morning.
What can I do to help the village? Can I come with you?
It would be nice if this game actually had a proper follower system, so you can just take this small child into combat. Instead, they just kind of imply it. Old South Road. Oh, okay, I got it. I think they count out here. Yep. Level 12, boy, level 5 shit. Yeah, bonus experience is fun. Keep forgetting to grab a bow. This is fine. I cannot tell you how spoiling it is to not have to loot anything manually in this game. I really wish more games did this. The funny thing is, I'm sure they did this to reduce server load at some point. Like, I'm sure it was not just, oh yeah, this is a great quality of life feature. No, this is this is absolutely because the constant calls to bring up inventory space was probably fucking things up. But yeah, I would love to get this character through Rohan on the new server. Just to see if the, all that mounted combat stuff is going to work or not. It's my big wish. I don't know if they've even tested it, honestly. And part of it is that, like, character age absolutely causes problems. I play some of my older characters, and I mean, it just, everything is fucked up. Like, there's actual client-side lag that happens. It's really fucking weird. But hopefully, among all these optimizations they're doing, that should be something they look at. Because honestly, if they fuck up this server launch, this game's in trouble. I hate to say that. This game is a comfy place for me to always go back to, and I'm very much afraid that if the technical issues keep happening, the player base will continue dwindling, and there will be no point in keeping it running. It's going to be interesting to see how a defensive champion works. As in vanilla, there was nothing defensive about them. It was not an option. In fact, your main stance disabled all of your defenses. And it wasn't like an option or anything, really. It was like, no, you aren't meant to function this way. You just need to kill faster than you die. At least now we can get some reactions and stuff going. Basically, all the stuff they took from Guardian. Whoops. Oh, man. I'm tempted to pick up Doom again, since apparently the Dark Ages comes out at the end of the month, which I'd forgotten about. I never finished 2016 while I was streaming. I mean, I finished it when it came out, but I was like halfway through. Look at this old fuck. What even are you? Lord Master, of course. I'm pretty sure it is. Let me see. Because it's going to be on Game Pass. Honestly, there's a lot of stuff about to come out. It's like they're coming soon stuff. Wait, what the hell? Inspired by astrology. Why would I? Never mind. Oh, if you can search for stuff that's not out. No, they don't have it yet. Hold on. They've really fucked this up. They used to have like a nice little, like, you know, coming soon window. There we go. Huh, they don't have it. I thought they were... Am I wrong on that? I'm completely wrong. It's June... Wait, no, that was when it was revealed. I saw somewhere that it was supposed to be coming out end of this month. May not have one yet. I know it's this year. I somewhere said it was the end of this month. Well, shit. I guess they haven't actually announced one then. Either way, I'm more optimistic for Dark Ages, because they've directly said that they're trying to fix some of what I didn't like about Eternal. Namely that, you know, you had to use, like, X weapon against Y enemy, and I hate that shit.
Thank you for these items.
Like, I'm fine with things being stronger, but, like, let me use the wrong weapon if I like it better. But either way, Monster Hunter comes out in February, right? Or have they moved that? I know Capcom usually does February launches for some insane reason. There's something else coming out. I don't know what it was. Oh, right, it's along the wall. Is there another open beta? Yeah, I've heard a lot of people were lukewarm on Wilds.
Takeaway. He's missing.
Not in a good way, ah, crap.
You say the boy might have found Uruk tracks leading north?
Ooh, that's a nice sword. I mean, oh yeah, we should totally save this kid. So I can get that nice sword. Oh, that shoulder armor actually looks good. Holy shit. Yeah, I can... Well, it's clipping a little into the sleeve, but it looks fine. It's always fun to see these, like, crazy fucking, like, newbie characters with all this advanced starter shit. There's gonna be a lot of that going on. Some of Rise was. Rise was more like the handheld ones, right? From my understanding. Because those were the ones I didn't play much. Or actually at all. I should hitch a ride up there. Oh, yeah, I can see that. Well, so many people were saying that they wanted to make, you know, Monster Hunter World 2. That was running around for a long time. Honestly, I like how arcadey Rise is.
Hello there.
I wasn't sure I was going to. But like once I got into it and kind of, you know, put hands on it and did the whole thing, yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah. Well, it got you right two things, you know? And I guess a lot of that can be owed to the fact that it was a Switch game. So they on one hand, they kind of didn't have a choice, which also was kind of what happened with the handhelds, from what I understand. Oh, it scaled up pretty good. It really did. But they still had to build it initially with that limitation in mind. Like, oh, we can't have ridiculously large areas or super complex things going on or, you know, any of that. So it feels like they kind of focused on making it faster and, you know, quicker to get in and out. Which, you know, for a multiplayer game, that's good. And at the end of the day, that is what Monster Hunter is a multiplayer game. Oh man, I have no cleanses. This sucks. I'm gonna get all poisoned up and shit. Need to keep an eye on that shit. I don't think story's what anyone's there for. Now, immersion? Sure. I love immersion. That's great. But that needs to be like single-player shit. Handler 2.0? Yeah. Yeah. Now there's two of them. Oh, I'm just gonna have to accept I'm spending this entire quest poisoned. Oh god, they stack. This isn't good. They had a Jar Jar to Jedi power battles. They actually did it. Madmen. Is it just like straight up Jar Jar, or is it like the Darth Jar Jar meme? Because that would be even better. Okay, that's all the events we need. The last time I did this, I missed this giant congregation of them in the middle here. I was scrounging for them. One of the Gungan Pokey-Sticks? Okay, gotcha. Maybe using Maul's moveset. But yeah, but he's not like chucking like Force Lightning or anything, I take it.
No sign of Tegwin. I have seen nothing either.
Must use all of our senses on this hunt.
Nothing.
I hear shit.
Let us continue our search.
Dude, I was so 100% on board with Jar Jar being a secret Sith all along. Yeah, I never played it originally. Like, my understanding is it was always one of those, it's like busted but fun kind of games. Somewhere over here. Yeah, I heard it was super tough.
This does seem to be Tegwin's sword.
I appreciate this small child managed to survive this far.
I'm here. I'm here.
Your adventuring lessons were not complete. You didn't mention how cold and damp it would be, or how often things would be trying to kill me. And he learned where the Uruks are going.
You would have been very proud of me. I'm certain of it.
I overheard them talking about the old elf city to the northeast. That's where they're going. Suddenly, Ranger there. Must be Curtis Gelebrin. I'm way the fuck out here. So I guess the big question is whether I'm gonna like Champion better than Mariner. I think thematically I like Champion better, but Mariner's got that whole like back and forth mechanic, which is just awesome. Appreciate that the swans all like land at the same time and stuff. Hey, the moon is out. That's really weird that you can see the shadow on the moon. I don't think I ever noticed that before. Ugh. Where's it taking me? Oh. It's trying to get me down in Radlog. I finished that place. I don't need to do that shit. I really don't need to do that shit with all these experience boosts going. I've also been tempted to try and run through the entire Divinity series. Possibly not actually playing through them all, because they're super fucking long. But that's going to be a lengthy one. Even if I don't play it all the way through. I just have to remember how the hell I got Divine Divinity running right. Because, oh man, it was fucked when I did it before. Not to mention, I'm not the biggest fan of Diablo clones, so... Like, I like Diablo clones when they're mixed with something else.
can I do for you?
Look at all these quests.
You say you bring word from Manil, dear?
Oh yeah, Meneldir's whole thing is that he failed in his oath, so he left, and all the rangers are like, "What a bitch!"
I've been keeping watch over these lands.
And yeah, it goes exactly how you expect. Defeat foes, can do.
Alas for Karasgalabrin. Alas,
Bridge, riverbank, and slope.
so far from the lands of the enemy. There is dread upon my heart.
Like flowering rushes.
Are you heading west?
Plant known to some as the flowering rush. Plants that is edible, and I admit that my craving for it has brought me all this way. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Will you lend me your ear?
For Inithron, I vaguely remember this.
Might you spare a moment of your
Red
time?
turtles. I ain't got everything here. Yeah, these guys should be much higher level enemies. Fighting them at level 14 just feels weird. I'm not a fan of this giant green bubble when you put your defense up. And it sucks because it's kind of integral to their game plan. It gives all kinds of buffs and stuff when you spec into it. Speaking of which, nope, no points. There's an elf up here if I remember right. Yep, that's her. Oh yeah, this was the high elf example for this zone. Oops, never equipped this new sword. Much better. This is a very unique quest in Lord of the Rings. In this one, you go into an elven ruin and kill orcs. Variety. I don't know. They're like Nazis. You can always kill them. You can always kill more. I think they reuse this place for missions too. No, I take on 3 at a time. It's really weird that no one's using the AoEs. Yeah, it's gonna get to the point now where difficulty 3 is still a Seymour. Oh, there's that lag. There's one, which I couldn't see because of the tall grass. That is a major problem with the difficulty shit. I don't mind having to dodge stuff, even though it is a little nonsensical that all enemies have the same AoE. But there's some places where you just flat out can't see it. Level 13. More damage. There we go. Once I get this, every 2 minutes I can restore 30% health. That's pretty fucking good. I'm willing to bet that's upgradable. I have no reason to go for the captain. I'm gonna still do it. Oh yeah, okay. Repose is already starting to put in work. Yeah, it's hitting okay. Oh, I'm starting to see where this is going to be fun. It's also going to be much more straightforward than Mariner. I think fate gives me shit, but nope, just power, which I don't need. Also, this cloak is terrible looking. Much more. It does so much damage now when it's upgraded. I can't read this shit. It'd be even better if it was off global.
Slaying Uruks may be its own reward, but finding a clue to their purpose here is even better.
Scout the forges. Find relics of elvish jewelcraft. I do like this idea that they're looking for rings of power. For some unfathomable purpose, Saruman the White has betrayed us.
The elves of Eregion were deceived before.
He's trying to get his bling on, and he's gonna fuck up everything. Celebrimbor's Citadel. God, that character has been so assassinated now. Let me get this straight. We straight up know this guy is Saruman in disguise. And that he made a bunch of friends with the elves while he was here. Let's make sure to not tell anyone. But we are going to warn everyone that he's not to be trusted and he's an enemy of the state if he shows back up. At which point, Celebrimbor, within just minutes, is convinced. No, I know that, like, our king and all the, like, most wise elves of our time have said that this guy is no good. And he's basically an enemy. I'm gonna go ahead and work with him in secret anyway. And the whole thing would have been fixed if they just didn't reveal that he was Saruman. Or Sauron, rather. But they needed a stinger for Season 1, so they revealed it early. And just cheapened the entire thing. Not to mention just plain made it wrong factually. So that when they tried to backstep it and do it correctly the second time, it was like, yeah, but like they should already know that he's, you know, a betrayer. Why is anyone listening to him? I'll still watch whatever season comes out next. I think they're on 3. But at this point, I very much hate watching it. And there is good stuff in that show. It's just, it's never the focus point. Like, the dwarves are cool as shit. They're probably the best characters and actors in the whole show. And I was sincerely worried because it was this whole thing with, like, I don't know, for whatever reason, like, no couples in that show are of the same actor race. They went out of their way to make every one of them mixed race. And I mean, I don't have a problem with it. It's just weird. It doesn't make sense. Especially with the hobbits, like, they basically try and say, oh yeah, this is their daughter, and she's like the whitest person ever. And it's like that. No, you would not have come from these parents. And I kept waiting for like a reveal, like, oh no, it turns out she's adopted. No, that never happened. I think the way I put it initially was it reminded me of like a school play. Where you don't have that many actors to pull from, so you just make concessions. Like, well, fuck it. You know, who cares? Which is fine for a school play. Can't swim out of this. But all that said, the one chick is at least she's portrayed as a rather large black lady dwarf. And I'm going, oh no, this is gonna piss off so many people. I think everyone that watches the show agrees she's like the best character of the whole thing. She's fucking great. She actually has like the dwarven accent and all going, like, I mean, she did not phone it in. She did it right. Like, there's actually legit, like, heartfelt moments with that character and her husband. Not so much the kids. The kids don't do much, but I don't know, as far as I'm concerned, that's probably a good thing. No, there's so many fucking problems with that shit. I'm afraid they're gonna fix the problems with the show, and that's gonna make it boring for me. What am I doing anyway? Okay. I'm actually managing to do these quests without thinking about it. I guess that's a good thing. It's like one of those things when you're driving for too long and you kind of suddenly like find yourself like waking up and you're going, wait, shit, how much time passed? It's like, I can't be in this town yet. I haven't gone over this bridge. It's like, did I just completely forget? Not interacting. Okay, I really need an interrupt. Yeah, horn is not an interrupt. How do I not have one? Yeah, none of these interrupt. Damn.
These are sad reminders of times long past.
Oh, go figure. They're about to actually show the real version of what happened.
After the fall of Valeriand, most of my people came to live in the land of Lindon to the west.
That's a lot of words.
It pained Celebrimbor to see the woods and fens so ill-treated, but he did not want to harm his alliance with the men of Numenor. I can still see this city as it was during the height of its beauty. So much was lost.
You'll appreciate these flashback storytelling missions. There's Antharian. Or Antheron or whatever. Eh. And see, they make it even worse in Rings of Power, because, like... he goes, oh shit, you know, everyone's saying that I'm actually Sauron. Well, I guess I should reveal that I'm actually, a Maiar, or whatever. I think he's a Maiar. He's not a full-on Valar. And it's like, but that would just make it more obvious that he's Sauron, because there's not that many of those. Like, it's fucked. Like, they just dug themselves into a narrative hole and just could not dig back out.
Not all who dwelled at Khazad.
It's a relatively simple story, like, there's no need to fuck it up.
Celeborn saw something in the Lord of Gifts that troubled him.
Oh yeah, and Celeborn isn't even in the show. Like, he's a major part of things that were happening. For fuck's sake, he's, married to what's-her-name, Galadriel. You'd think he would be there. I don't even think they mention him. I don't know if he exists in that show.
Despite the mistrust of some at Celebrimbor's city, Antheron did not remain idle. He gathered to himself promising students and gave to them secret knowledge. But whatever he taught them, always he had something. Always there is more to be learned, more instruction to be given.
Like, even here, they're like, yeah, there were warning signs and they were ignored, but they were subtle signs. Like, yeah, it was too good to be true. Instead of just straight up like, yeah, we were straight up told this guy's evil, and we're just going to ignore that.
Antheron convinced the jewelsmith to forge great rings of power. Long they toiled, until at last their work was complete.
Give them to the hole diggers and the fellers of trees. Okay, when you say fellers of trees, do you mean like tree fellers or like, you know, that could mean ants, could mean lumberjacks. I'm not sure. And we do not come back here for a long time.
You go on ahead. My words will guide you, but I go no further than this.
What does that even mean? My words will guide you, but I go no further than this. It's like, what? You're just telling me a story. What? I do love how overdone the lava animation back there is. Which, if I remember right, that's basically how it looked in the movie, so it makes sense. Actually, if we ever come back here, I don't think I have. Oh, look at Sauron.
Fiery heat o'erdrew, not dew. Sauron forged the ruling ring. One ring to rule them all. One ring to find them. One ring to bring them all. And in the darkness find them.
Why is there a little drowned out?
In the land of Mordor, shadows lie.
Everything's turned to max. I hate that. Probably should adjust it a little bit. Here, hold on, let's see. It's mostly the music, but that's ain't better.
Celebrimbor had kept one of the three for his
Seems better. So yeah, moral of the story, this is all the elves' fault. They fucked up.
The gates of Mordor. The armies of Sauron. What did I miss?
Sauron's been dead for 3,000 years. I mean, put dead in big quotation marks.
I returned Tegwin to Mossward.
Still quiet. I'm afraid I'm gonna blast everything else out if I do this too much. See how that goes. Parents gave him enough chores to keep him occupied until at least adulthood, at which point I think our obligation to keep him safe must surely lapse. Hey, the kid did alright.
I have hated Orc kind for much longer than you have been alive, Dunadon.
A little loud. Balance seems right, though. Let's see. For the oaths you have taken or broken, I know he to whom you are sworn, or should be. I know what he desires to become. Ask not if I will help you, Ranger of the North. Ask instead if you are strong enough and courageous enough to lend any assistance to Bregoleth of Imladris, of which she could have any need. So I guess it's like a high elf thing that they refer to places as their ancient names. It's like, bitch, that's been Rivendell for a long time. Get with the times. Although I do find it funny that if you make a high elf, all of your starting areas that you can choose from are by the ancient names, and many of them no longer exist. Well, they don't in the main game. In the intro, they do. So.
Many are the wounds of war that scar these lands.
Level 14. This is going to let me skip around a lot. I'm just kind of going for like the big clusters of quests here. What is that one? Bring kite materials. What? Whatever that one is, it's grayed out already. I'm on the road, right? Yeah. It's clear of threats from the north. I'm actively fighting a fucking half-orc. What are you on about? Alright, what are these two up here? White Hand's approach. Wargs, okay. Yeah, we can do that. I don't have anything cool in here. Not so much. Things are about to time out. I think this character's gonna be making use of the sell all button a lot. See how that goes. attack doesn't fire off. A lot of debuffs. I do wish it would make those AoE markers a little more visible. Bracing attack. You make an attack which allows you to brace yourself against counterattack, increasing morale. Really? Cost 3 fervor. Okay. Restores 250 to 280 morale. That's a good chunk for a 30-second cooldown. I'm in. Oh, that's a good fucking move. Holy crap. That has to be blue line only. I can already see we're at a certain point. This class is just not going to die. I mean, I'm not there yet, but it's coming. How you doing, Gannett? Damn, even if I'm not hurt, that's a good topping off. That goes just wandering on over, man. That's kind of dangerous. There it goes. Half my moves are AoEs, so what can I do? Try to make battle maps for your D&D campaign. Man, I did those so off the cuff. Are you, like, trying to make one in, like on the PC and then print it out? Or are you, because, like, honestly, a lot of the time, we just did the markers on the washable battle map. But if you're trying to do, like, professional level ones, you know, that's a little different. Digital Incarnate. Not sure I'm familiar with that one. I would imagine the big thing is how much detail do you want? Like, too much detail can derail players, right? Like, if you've got everyone sitting there trying to figure out what each individual book is, you know, on a bookshelf, you've probably done too much. And that's the kind of thing I've had happen. The problem is I always had very off-the-cuff campaigns when I ran it. Mainly because, like, my old group, you know, it was more just, this is what we did while drinking, you know? And every time it would come out the same, like, so did you actually get the, get tonight's session straight? It's like, pff, I'll figure it out. That was how they knew that it was going to be a good one. The design of an area. Well, typically you want an area to tell a story, but you also want it to host the ongoing story. And that's usually almost always going to be two different things. Like, you need it to be functional in what it used to be. At least on a surface level. I mean, you gotta remember, you're always going to be the biggest critic of it. Because you're the one making it. Most players are just happy to be exploring an area. You know, they're not going to be concerned with, you know, why is, like, in this abandoned schoolhouse, or like, you know, university or something, why are the dormitories so far away from, you know, the cafeteria, or, you know, whatever. They're not going to worry about that stuff. Usually. Did I seriously miss a turn in? Oh no, I just completed one, that's all. You'd be doing good if I remember there are dorms at a university. Okay, yeah, it sounds like you've got an easy group. See, my buddies would always be the ones that are going like, oh yeah, what's that guy's name? What's this guy's name? Knowing that I hate coming up with names.
Even so far from the lands of the enemy.
It got to the point where, like, there was one guy, one of our friends, he was weirdly good with just out of nowhere coming up with a name. Just pulling a name out of his ass, and it would just work. So it got to the point where I would just, like, point to him and be like, dude, what's this guy's name? And he would just come up with one. I'm like, damn, that's better than, like, my main character names. Like, what the fuck? Now, sometimes you have to, like, take a step back and just create an area for the joy of creating an area, and then retrofitting it for your whatever purposes you needed. Like, if the goal is obviously at the end of a maze, that feels artificial, you know? If the goal is squirreled away underneath of a bed or something, yeah, name generators are your friend. I know that. Or even better, like, while you're making an area, tell yourself a story about it that has nothing to do with the campaign. It's the quickest and easiest way to make sure something actually is coherent. It's the best way to make an illusion of a world that exists beyond the players. Is to never tell them a story, but make sure that story remains intact. Like, but only you will ever know it. It's weird to think of it that way, but it's like the best way to make consistency. I thought it said flowering bush. I take that? Oh, shit. Okay, I thought you rooted me for a second. I don't know if I'm badass enough for this yet, but let's find out. Fucking terror turtle over here. This is looking dicey. Oh, that heal is nice. Holy crap. I don't know if my cooldowns are going to agree with this. Oh, fuck off. Ad showing up. I don't want to die at this point. I'm still trying to get some, Oh, that's not good. Do I stick it out? Give it a shot. Okay, we're good. We're good. I kind of like the 1 to 20 rush in this. Because your undying shit only goes up to 20. Once you're 20, you're like free to die. Fuck. This isn't good. Item? Man, my heal's almost up. Why'd I do that? Damn, I think we got him. No, this is a regular server. I kind of gave up on that VIP server. The raids they're fun, but they're also very annoying. Also, I just got sick of waiting for content to get added. I wouldn't be running on a harder difficulty if I was on that server, because the wraiths are stupidly strong with that turned on. But in case you haven't heard the news, they are making new 64-bit servers. Yeah. Those are the ones. Now, honestly, here's the cool thing. You don't have to wait if you really don't want to. This character is actually kind of being made with that server in mind, because everyone's going to be transferring over there anyway. So you can get a head start if you really want. And honestly, it's not been running too bad. Especially newer characters. Older characters are still lagging, but that's going to be the real test. Is what happens when we take a character loaded with quests and deeds and all this stuff attached to them, take a few thousand of them, and shove them on these new servers. That's what it has to be able to withstand. Now, common sense says that these, incredibly powerful new servers that are magnitudes better should be okay. They should be. I'm not sure how much testing they're even able to do.
What can I do for you?
But, Oh. Get this guy out of here. But yeah, basically I hit 50 when that was still the cap over there. And I was like, I don't really want to get on like the gear treadmill and then just do it all over again in a few months. Like, it's the same thing that always happens with progression servers. I'm like, I don't actually want to wait for the new content.
What do you need?
I just like it being a challenge. And the raids were fun, but they were gimmicky. Well, I play on LotRO because it's the unofficial roleplay server, so people are typically nice, but they're not assholes about being nice, if that makes sense. LotRO is a server I've been playing on since, like, launch. like day one. And a lot of that stems from City of Heroes, because I played on the unofficial roleplay server there too, and had such a good time with it that that always became what I kind of looked for. And Landroval is one of my favorite servers in any game that I've been on. It's kind of going to be a shame to see the server die, because they've made it very clear they intend for everyone to transfer over eventually. Or at least they would very much like for everyone to. And I have a feeling that as things go on, there's going to be less and less reason not to. It also might be fun, like, if you've never been on LotRO, it might be fun to be able to say, yeah, I was on Landroval in the last few days, you know. Like, right now, this weekend, they have an event called Winter Stock. Basically just a big old concert. They've been doing it for, this will be the 12th year in a row they've done it. I imagine it's big. I think it starts in about an hour or so. I'm probably going to run over there, because that's about when I'm going to be ending the stream anyway. But, I'll probably run over there and catch some of it. But that was the kind of stuff that I loved in this game. Like, the gameplay's fine. The gameplay is great. It's, you know, your standard WoW-style, accessible MMO. But the community and the stuff that came out of it, that's really what made this game stand out. And it's less now than it used to be, but I think with everybody getting put on just a couple servers, it's going to make a big difference. Because right now, I think there's like 5 main servers left. And they're about to reduce it to, well, realistically reduce it to 2. They aren't actually cutting any servers yet, but they've pretty much said we intend to, because they need to save as much money as they can. You know, the game is still on a bit of a budget, and part of the reasoning behind getting these servers that are good enough for all the player base to be on is so that they can eventually shut down the servers they need to. I think in the end, it's what they need to do. And I think if people try and hold out and stay on these old, inferior servers, it's not going to go well. And I really do think that in the end, it's going to be the best thing they could do. The only thing they could do better, you know, would be a proper mega server. Kind of the way that Guild Wars 2 did it. Basically, Guild Wars 2 used to have a whole bunch of servers, you know, in a list, like a normal MMO. And pretty early on, they made a mega server system where everybody just was in the same instances and stuff. But that's because that game is kind of made from the ground up to be able to do that. So, that was a different case.
Ah, you are most welcome back.
And now in Guild Wars, declaring yourself to a server only matters for world versus world.
What can I do for you?
But I'm very interested to see what the population looks like when everyone is on the same couple servers. Because Guild Wars and ESO, I mean, those games are jumping. And it's mostly because everyone's in the same spot. I don't know that LotRO can pull that off, but I'm very interested to see it try. And when the incentive, you know, to move over to a new server is, look, you know, the game's actually going to function right. There's no reason for people not to do it. And once they do that, the only real thing left that I have, I mean, assuming that everything works right, I'm sure there's going to be hiccups, but they'll iron it out. They ironed out the VIP servers pretty quick. Yeah, 80 is probably a very good guess. I wouldn't be surprised if you're pretty close on that. And then as time goes on, everyone else will move over too. There's going to be no real reason not to. I'm sure there's going to be some weirdos that are like, oh yeah, this is my server. I'm the only one here. But, yeah. The longer you wait, though, the less names will be available, you know. And that's the thing, like, this game's been running since 2007. Getting a name, like an original name, is very difficult. Thankfully, when they open up these servers, they've said that there's going to be basically unlimited renames for a period of time. So, yeah. I mean, you know, I don't know if I even have characters on other servers. I started on Landroval. I never really did anything else. The only other ones I did were the legendary servers. Like Arnor and Angmar. Those are the only ones. And Arnor is dark. You can't even log into that. Because that was time progression, and they closed the server, and I was not actively playing when it when they opened up transfers off of it. But I would like to imagine that everyone that, you know, makes the communities are all going to jump over. There's no reason not to. Now, I do expect that the world chat will be different. Because world chat right now is a very much a, it reminds me of the bar I go to, honestly. Where you always see the same names. You know, there's people that are known for things. You know, there's going to be less of that. I think it's going to be a lot more of a sea of people, which is good. Like, it's like going to your favorite bar and seeing that all of a sudden it's actually doing well. You know, oh shit, this place isn't going to close down. That's cool.
For the longest time, I had feared those that served.
Defeat wood trolls. Can do.
Beware the servants of the enemy.
Find the water bucket. I fucking hate that quest.
Have you a moment?
Collect holly berries. Okay.
What can I
We have
do
shit to
for
sell.
you?
Hold on, what do I not want to sell? Shit, I never equipped this armor. Yeah, I've hit the part of the game where it's not actually challenging me. Okay, there's leather shoes I want to hang on to because I'm using them for cosmetics. That sword sucks in appearance. All the important shit cannot be sold. sure I didn't forget to equip anything. Alright, I think we can sell all. You will not be able to buy back all of them. Oh yeah, because there's too many. That's actually funny. I'll hang on to the food for now. Oh, also potions. Shit. I do want to hang on to them. Okay, I think we're good. That kind of felt nice. There we go. Actually, these potions suck. Never mind, we can we can sell these. There we go. Only thing left are my shoes and some food. What more does an adventure hobo need? But yeah, I was on my my most advanced character earlier and noticed that there was a lot of like frame dips and everything else, and I'm like, oh man, this actually is coming from the character being fucked up, like because it's got so much stuff on it. Because then you go and make a new character and it runs smooth as anything, at least for a while. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens when I toss my level 120 onto the server and take it for a spin. Do I have animation blending on? Because this looks terrible. I do not. Let's see if that makes it better looking or not. Sometimes it looks better, sometimes it doesn't. Still a little bit flailing, but not as bad. Oh no, this is better. No, there's no way to draw your sword outside of combat, and it's the weirdest thing ever. It is bizarre. It's one of the only games I've ever seen that does that. It is all automatic, which also means if you do something that interrupts the animation, your sword will get stuck out. Like, outside of EverQuest, I've never seen a game have that. And in EverQuest, that's just because there is no shortened sword sheathing. Ow. Oh man, this survivability is great. Holy shit. I didn't even use half my shit there. But yeah, there are definitely quirks in this game. And it's one of those things where it'll bug you at first, and then it kind of fades away. One, melee range is very, very short. The cool thing is it kind of works both ways. You can kite things a little easier because of it. But most enemies will come right up to you. I don't have an interrupt. don't even know if I need to be fighting these guys. Horns and wood trolls aren't in here. Why is this listed? Okay, I need to get out of here. Fighting my way into this fortress for no fucking reason. I'll be back here later. Man, I have no recovery button either. Champion's kind of weird. I just have various ways to kill. Like, all I have is offense, some debuffs, and some heals. Easier to get those elsewhere. Guardians are close. So the trick is every one of the classes, especially these days, have 3 different lines, and they're radically different. Whichever one you pick, like, first, you will actually become that one. So you can still put points in the others. It's just the other ones will be more expensive. And you only get the mainline perks of one of them. So going blue line, most of them, blue line is tanking. So here it's, on a champion, it's more of like a defensive off tank maybe. They're still primarily doing damage. For Guardian, going blue spec, you're basically going to be relying on counterattacks and stuff for your damage. Because otherwise, your damage is low. But you're pretty survivable. I don't know why I use that. Oh yeah, I'm getting pretty fucking tanky on this. Yeah, blue line champion is... I heard people say that it's very, very solid for solo play. That's definitely what I'm seeing. My highest character is actually a... what is it? A red line Guardian. I did go blue on the VIP server, though. Just mostly because I loved peeling and tanking the raids off of other players. That was a ton of fun.
You had success? Those are good tidings.
Red line, I mean, you could go sword and shield still. You'd probably be better suited for a two-hander if you're trying for damage. And yellow line used to be very interesting on Guardian, but they've made it so you can't take that as a primary line anymore. Now it's like utility for both the other lines. Yellow line used to be two-handed sword tanking. So it would among other things, it would unlock things like blocking with a two-handed weapon, as opposed to just using parry. And it was very much like an off-tank kind of spec. I've noticed that's more in line with blue line champion now. Because as soon as you go blue line here you got the ability to block with a two-handed weapon. And Champion is supposed to be a two-weapon fighting class, but when you hit 10, you get the ability to go two-handed. And Blue Line actually has a bunch of stuff for that. But yeah, Red Line Guardian used to be, I think it was mostly like bleeds and stuff. Now they actually have it where instead of reactions, you use an ability to first open them up, and then it unlocks other moves you can do. Those tend to be just really big single ones. I love Sword and Board. I always do. The main problem is that right now the game is very soloed. People don't really group up for stuff at low levels. That's going to change on the new server, though. I very much expect people to be grouping up for things, because we saw that on the premium server. Where a lot of people were running through the early stuff, and because there were so many people around, you know, we were actually running like dungeons and stuff. I hadn't run the Great Barrows in well over 10 years. So that was really cool. I'm hoping we have that stuff happen again.
Meneldir is right. I must soon return.
And sadly, that kind of content does not, at least if you run it like on level, it does not have level scaling. Yeah, well, I mean, people still run like random dungeons and stuff in WoW, I think, though. But like here, like if you run one of these, which I mean, first off, these are all the epic battles. This is like super late, but what it does, it will actually level you up to like 100 or so. Like everybody that's in it, like that's their version of level matching. And I'll be honest, I haven't done much of this. But my understanding is that you can unlock the other ones. I think I'm just not the right level yet for them, because these all start at 10, and I think the other ones start at like 20.
Meneldir is right. I must soon return to Imladris with these grim tidings. My people fled north after Karas Galebran was destroyed by Sauron.
Also, I'm skipping a lot of the quest dialogue. If you are into Lord of the Rings lore at all, these quests are great. It's a lot of reading, but man, they're great. They bend over backwards to make sure that your character actually kind of fits in the lore as much as possible. You come across characters, both big and small, that are from the books, you know. There's a whole sideline, like a side quest chain, revolving around Build a Pony. So yeah, it's one of those kinds of games. Yep. Journey over destination, yeah. This is a game to take your fucking time. They have items you can get. I think you actually have to buy it off the shop, unfortunately. That its entire purpose is to stop your leveling. So that you can just do the rest of the zone. I do wish this was like Guild Wars 2, where every zone just had like a level cap. And it would just set you down to that. But it wasn't built for that, so it would probably be janky if they did it. That said, one of the things they said they wanted to do is introduce a form of level syncing, like just within like groups, so that you can group up with a friend and set your level down to them, so you can play with them. Very basic stuff, but when a game wasn't made with that in mind, it can be very difficult to do. But it is on their list. I think they want to try and do it this year. Try. Something tells me it all depends on how smooth these servers go. Pants. Alright. Still look ridiculous. Thankfully we have cosmetic slots. Now, I will say, this game has a chance of making you into more of a Tolkien fan. Especially as you get used to, like, the environments and the geography and all of that. I can safely say this game got me into it a lot more. Like, I was one of those people that was like, yeah, the movies are cool, the books are way too wordy and overdone, and, you know, it wasn't my favorite writing style. It still isn't. But this game gave me a frame of reference for it that I'm like, oh, when they start talking about, like, you know, locations on the map, I know where those are, you know. Like, even in the movie when, you know, like, early on in the first one, they're trying to decide which way to go, you know, all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, the Gap of Rohan would have been so much easier. Holy crap. Because, like, you know, they start, like, you know, Shire to Bree, then to Rivendell. 4 pages into describing the Shire. Yeah, exactly. Now, though, as I go back, I'm like, dude, I'm super into the Shire. Tell me all about it. But, like, you know, in the movie, they leave Rivendell, and they go all the way down here. And they intend to go through Dunland, which is basically going through this, the actual gap down there being the Gap of Rohan. It's literally a straight line to Mordor, right? Makes sense why they were going that way. And the problem is, it goes right past Isengard. And sure enough, he starts... You know, they were like, okay, well, we can't do that. So they instead try and go through Redhorn Pass. But this is within the sphere of influence of Saruman. And he starts, you know, working his magic basically to make it so they can't get through. Leading them in desperation to go through Moria, which is just to the south of it. You can read all this on the page. You can read it, you can see it in the movie. Great. When you play this, and and yes, this is a truncated version. This is not like 1-to-1 scale. But you still actually have that feeling of like, oh shit, I've been through there. You know, I know where they were going. And sure enough, in this zone, there's a whole bunch of campsites you can find where the Fellowship went through. You know, it's one of those kinds of things where it's almost impossible to just crack into it. But once you do, you're like, oh, I get it now. Like, there's a reason why Tolkien nerds freak the fuck out over every word that Gandalf says to the Balrog. Like, every line he says has, like, meaning, and it's like, oh, shit. It's like the secret fire. Wow, you were really name-dropping him? Okay. But yeah, I know, like, back in high school I tried to crack into Lord of the Rings. That did not work out well. Thank God for the movies, that's all I can say. Like, I always understood that Lord of the Rings was big. You know, it's the reason why fantasy exists. Like, everything that I enjoy came from this, but I couldn't enjoy this. And, yeah, I was one of those people that was like, I was much more content with, like, you know, just schlock like Dragonlance and all that. Shit, I still like Dragonlance. That shit's great. Like, it's obviously just from someone's D&D campaign, but it works. Like, that's what most fantasy is these days, is someone's D&D campaign that actually was interesting enough to, you know, write it down. Shit, that's what Record of Lodoss War was. Like, a lot of them are that way. I forget if Record of Lodoss War was straight up D&D or if they were playing something similar, because Japan had different ones. Like, it started with D&D, but they had limited access to it. It's an anime. An old 90s anime. For a good while, it was kind of like the quintessential fantasy anime. Like, you know, your elves were elves, your dwarves are dwarves. It is just about as straightforward as it gets. And sure enough, it was all from a tabletop game. Rush that archer first. I mean, Elder Scrolls came from that. Elder Scrolls was a... Now, they've walked it back some on the language, and I don't know if that's for legal reasons or what. But, for the longest time, they were like, oh yeah, like, Tamriel came from our D&D sessions. And they very much have walked that back, like, oh, no, it's not directly from, like, D&D, it's... You know, we were playing a lot of games back then, and it's like, yeah, okay. Like, as fleshed out as that map was just an arena, yeah, that was someone's baby. That was a campaign setting they were probably running for over 10 fucking years. I assume I'm killing my way towards something good. Is getting good with upgrades. Yeah, I'm seeing why Blue Line Champion is so well loved by solo players now. I will say I love the classes in this. I don't think there's a single class in this I outright despise. Like, Runekeeper, I don't like for lore reasons. That's about it. It's way too much of, like, a magic class in a game that should not have it. Like, you might as well just give them a machine gun at that point. Yeah, I've hit the point where it's like, oh, there's an ad? Cool. I get to kill more. Now, I will say getting knocked down sucks right now. That's about the only thing that could really cause a problem. So if I get knocked down and they actually hit me hard. As long as I can react and stuff, I'm functionally invincible. Shields, debuffs, heals. This is ridiculous. And as this goes on in levels, I'm going to be parrying more and more, so I'm just going to be able to do that on command. Oh, am I done here? No, I'm not. Oh, it still thinks that hollies are up here. I don't know why it's marked like that. I need to get out of here. Doing like no damage to me thanks to the shield. Love it. I do hate how the shield looks. That's my only complaint so far. I hate the big dumb green over shield. It's not very Lord of the Rings. Where is it? Oh. How did I miss the giant walking tree? Yeah, I'm just gonna attack this thing with a sword. This is fine. Ow. Can't see the fucking AoE. Yeah, this class gets really, really strong. They've definitely improved this class. It was always a favorite, but not of mine. You ain't crying. Doesn't look like it. Oh, I gotta defeat wood trolls in there. I may as well just beeline to there and get both these done at once. Oh shit. That's right, it's like up there, isn't it? Yeah, I'm on difficulty 3, and these things are hitting for nothing. Who knows, maybe I'll actually turn it up more after I hit 20. One of the nuances of this game is that there are special titles you get for not dying all the way up to level 20. Thankfully, they stop after 20, so after 20, it's like almost customary for people to just jump off a cliff just to celebrate that they made it. This is really far out. There we go. Now I can start killing them. Yeah, these parry responses are starting to take over my rotation. Now they're actually doing decent damage. Shit. Trying to defend a little more too. Yeah, I'm now ignoring those AoEs. That's not going to be a good habit. Now I just have to find my way out of here. That ain't gonna be it. Yep, I was waiting for a rock. Throw a rock at him. Big rock. I'm on the other side of this fucking river. Oh, that's a problem. Maybe not. I think that's traversable. Whoa. Uh-oh. Oh, please don't make me swim this whole way. Fuck. I might just recall out of here. Wait. Did I ever set one? Okay, good. It's set to Mossward. Phew.
Greetings, friend.
Western Oregon? Is that what we call it? Oh. Okay. Didn't catch that's what they named it.
You found Uruks at the Hall of the Swift River, I do not doubt it. But did you find aught else? And so I will bid farewell to you and the Ranger Meneldir, for I must bring this warning to Imladris.
So I like the implication that she is the reason why Elrond even knows that stuff's going on. Although I think that Gandalf gets to him before she does. I could be wrong. There's seriously no two-handed weapon? Well, that sucks.
I will take Brigalith's warning to heart, and you should as well.
I'm supposed to go back to Mossford
What do
anyway.
you need?
You have my thanks for taking care of the wood trolls in Thamlasco.
Well, not giving me any two-handed shit.
Beware the servants of the enemy.
Trying to watch the time here. I do think my new work hours are going to work out once I get used to them. Which is good, because it means that I'll be able to stream a little more regularly once I'm used to it. That's the problem, though.
Provandi sent you. I assume she told you.
Work gauges. Okay. Kinda wish I did this when I was in there the first time, but that's fine. Can't change that. Let fly. Well, that's great, but I don't have a ranged attack. Probably should get a bow. Well, damn. With a cooldown of a minute 30 seconds, if morale goes below 30%, I restore 25%. God damn. This class is never going to die. Unless I'm, like, trying. I'm definitely gonna have to up the difficulty. 120 pounds of Newfie. Jesus. Yeah, you don't say no to that. Man, if I ever get access to a cleanse, I'm gonna be kind of ridiculous. I'm sure I will. Pretty sure every class does. Now, as someone who, you know, lost their dog a year ago, almost to the day, actually. I'll have to check what the exact day was, but it was around this time. As it was just before I moved in here, which was on February 1st. But, yeah, as someone that lost a dog last year, love them every chance you get. Like, I always tell people, like, I buried 2 parents and the dog was harder. So. Don't know how many more of these I need. Not check the corner. Yeah. We hit 12 years with ours. He was a pit lab mix. And, he was relatively healthy his entire life. But he started getting tumors and stuff. And, you know, we went and gave him surgery the one time. Well, we didn't do it ourselves. Sounds terrible. Yeah, we just took him into the kitchen and, you know. But no, we had the surgery done the one time. And it gave him a couple more years, I think. But, it got to the point where he was clearly not... He was not having a good time. You know, he was still happy. He was still energetic when he could be. He did have one really bad day just before we had it scheduled, so... It was one of those things where it was like, man, we hated to see him suffer, but we also knew that if we didn't do it then, he had a lot more of that ahead of him. So, it's one of those things where it's an impossible call to make, but when it comes down to it, you really have no choice. And you'll know. You will know. And I'll be honest, not a day goes by that I don't miss him. Because for 12 years, you know, he was a part of everything we did. Like, I can't eat pizza without thinking of the dog. Because he always wanted the crust. Always. You know. You could not have pizza without him just sitting there staring at you. And it took months to be able to eat pizza without hesitating on the crust. Like, I would just sit there and be like, well, oh, right. I guess I eat this now. And it'll be the little things like that. I guess I'll take the axe. I don't know.
Presence of wargs within the Urukai
And info by defeating Uruks. Okay, I'll go back in, I guess. Now, around 10:30, winter stock is supposed to be starting. I'm not going to sit there and, like, attend it in full. But, seeing as it is about when I need to get out of here, I'll probably jump over there and just see what's going on. I have to imagine that Landroval will have a giant concert before the new servers go up. It's kind of the legacy of the server, I think. And they'll continue. I know that. Like, I know the guilds that put those things on. They're not going to stop. It's just they won't be on the server anymore, I would imagine. Send you into this place. Thankfully, to the point where I can clear it out pretty easy. Content cadence? I honestly don't know. I really don't know. I'd have to see it in action. I haven't been playing ESO much. I don't think I... No, I did finish the last chapter they put out, I think. I'm pretty sure I did finish that. But the fact that I have to sit there and question whether or not I did kind of tells the story. I like ESO as a game. As a content machine, it's hit or miss. Because my understanding is they're just going to be doing smaller updates now. Which, to be honest, those chapters were kind of small anyway. They were not full-blown expansions. They were doing them every single year. And they were not full expansions. And honestly, I was starting to have the same problem I was having with Final Fantasy XIV, where whenever one came out, I would sit there and go, okay, well, I guess it's going to be this much of this, this much of this, this much of this. And yeah, you're pretty much spot on, because every one of their releases was the same amount of stuff in the same order of things. Like, ESO, you knew, okay, you know, there's going to be a plot here, they're going to introduce some characters, they're going to have some optional dialogue if you know the characters from earlier stuff. You know, run around, do these things. At this point, we get dungeons. At this point, we get part 2 of the story. Then at the end of the year, we get the finale. And if you did both parts, you get, like, the true ending and all that stuff. It was cool the first couple times. But when you keep doing the exact thing, the same thing, it's like, ugh.
Megovanen.
Ugh. like LotRO, I legit have trouble at certain points in the story of telling when one expansion stops and the next one begins. Like, usually the only time I really know for sure is because, oh, we just moved into this other zone, you know? And this zone, like, looks different. Or, like, oh, the map is differently designed. Or, you know, like, the actual map, I mean, like this. Honestly, Guild Wars 2 I need to get back to, because, the latest expansion over there is actually really good. Like, really good. Possibly best expansion they've made. I haven't finished it yet, I can't say that for sure, but... yeah. Endwalker was fine. I was fine with Median, and, I guess, you know, I was done with him during his first appearance in Stormblood. I honestly think that if they had just left him dead, I would have been A-okay. I would have been like, man, that's pretty cool. That's how a boss should go out, right? He felt shoehorned in with the rest of the game, and I was not a fan. Yeah, for like a moment, but I mean, the thing is, like, your character doesn't have a character, so there's no real mirror, you know? Like, yeah, I mean, Xenos has a character. It's just weird and clingy and, like, you know, a meme, you know. Like, I thought he was neat in Stormblood. That was about it. He's one of the only things in Stormblood I actually did kind of like, and I wasn't a super fan. I was glad they killed him off at the end. And then they didn't.
Time we took back our home and rid this land of the encroaching warg
We're
threat.
hitting about 10:30. Let's see if I can't find... where this thing's taking place. Well, see, I actually liked Xeno showing up when he does during that. Where's my hunter at?
Dagoth welcomes you.
How you doing, Dis?
This isn't the chum bucket.
This won't be too bad. This won't take me too far out. I'm basically just using her because hunters can instantly teleport places, but... well, they travel there. In WoW terms, the hunter is actually similar to the mage. Like, at least the old mage. I don't know what mage is like now in WoW. I haven't played that in, like, damn near 20 years. Oh, yeah, I was just about to do the Watcher. Oh, well. Got home from the hospital. How is your dad doing, dude? Sounds like he was on the mend. Looking for... I think it's Doran's Hall. Yeah, they've made travel a lot easier here, too. Swift travel is very easy. Snowstorm on the way back? Oh, man. We're possibly due to get more, Thorn's Gate Frozen Pond. Okay, cool, yeah. We're possibly due to get more on Sunday. We will see. Because then we're going to get a cold snap all next week, and if there's any snow down, it's not going anywhere. So... I'm looking forward to that. Seems better? Good. Good. Thornsall, that's the one. Now, I'm not going to be, like, partaking in any of these festivities. I basically just wanted to run over here real quick. See if it's going on. Frozen Lake. I imagine it's over here, right? I don't know. There's a couple frozen lakes. Let's see. Don't suppose I haven't. No. We have no actual casual gear on this character. At least no outfit saved or anything. Like it's here. Must be the other lake. Did they actually say? Oh, it's after Ales and Tails shit. So that's an estimate. Probably should have gone to Bree. I think that's where that usually is. So I make sure they're not here. It's kind of why I jumped on the Hunter, so I can just zip back and forth as needed. Nope, there's some people. Doesn't look like anything's going on just yet. I want to roll up on them. They'll want to talk and stuff. I'm not down with that shit. We'll give them a few minutes for people to come in. Looks like they're getting ready, though. That makes me wonder if people aren't in Bree. I'm like pathfinding while on the horse. I'm pretty sure Ales and Tails was always in the Prancing Pony. I could be wrong on that, though. It could be in the Shire, for all I know. It's been a long time since I went to any of these events. Let's see if anyone's in here. Nope. Unless it's by the stage. No. Do I even have a guide to... Oh, yeah, there we go. Mitchell Delving. Or Mickle Delving, or whatever. However you say that. I'm not even sure. Now, where the fuck's the Green Dragon? I know it's in Mickle Delving, but I can't remember where. As I thought it was. I'm sure it's in Mickle Delving. Post office, Founders, Town Hall. It's been a while. Well, there's the Bird and Baby. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Wait, where is the green dragon? That's not in Hobbiton, is it? Either way, it's not in here. I forgot how fun it was just to run through these places. Where else? I swear the green dragon was up there. Maybe it's not. It is not in Hobbiton, I know that. I don't think it was in stock. Take a quick run over there, mostly just because it's fun to run through here. But... Now, I will say, one of my intended characters on the new server, and I am going to wait for the new server because I 100% need the name, which I will not be disclosing, is going to be a Hobbit brawler. I'm gonna have some fun on that one. Wait, meat. This isn't it. Funny thing is, no one's saying in world chat that this thing's going on either. I wonder if I even have the travel routes out here. They might even be automatic. No, I do not.
Good day.
Bogo chub. Anyway. Ivy Bush Inn. Nope, that's not it. Alright, I give... Frame. Bywater? It's in Bywater? Really? I guess that makes sense, because it's close up. Okay. It's in stumbling distance from... from Hobbiton. I guess that makes sense. But yeah, this was one of the launch zones, obviously, and man, it still looks great. Like, it was one of the main things that they nailed. And it's not your usual MMO nonsense with, you know, enemies everywhere and stuff. Like, there are enemies, but you really have to go off the beaten path to find them, and they're like wolves and stuff. Like, for the most part, they just went, yeah, we just want to fucking make the Shire. So they did. Nope, no one's here. So fun fact, the background I have loaded up on my camera is the Green Dragon. The one in New Zealand that they actually did the filming in. And then, you know, they told the guy whose land it was, like, okay, we're going to come in and demolish it. And he was like, nah, you don't have to do that. And he just kept it the way it was, and apparently makes a bunch of money on tours. Well, I have no idea where Ails and Tails was, so. I guess I'll just head back. See if anything's going on. Maybe it's not. I don't know. It sucks being the first one to a party, you know? Gotta be a little fashionably late. Yeah, people are showing up. Okay. Yeah, level 150 somethings don't come out here for no reason. I'm gonna look totally out of place though, because I'm just like in adventuring gear with weapons all over me and shit. Oh well. Like I said, I'm not here to party, I just wanted to show it off. I mean, Boston probably does have it. Boston also has cheers. This guy just went the wrong way. Maybe he's not going to it. Huh. World Chat is actually talking about the hidden deed for hitting up all the taverns in the game. Or at least the Shire. Got stuff going on out here yet? Well, there were people out here. I thought it started tonight. Maybe it is down where that guy was going. I saw a group out here earlier and I figured that was them. Sons of Liberty. The Patriots. Metal Gear. Ain't that one. Oh, where the hell it is. They were advertising it all day. It is Friday. 17th, yeah. It's supposed to be starting at night. I don't know. By the way, I won't be able to look for too much later. I do have to get out of here eventually. Let me go check this other lake, because... Oh, there's a guy. Level 140 Guardian in roleplay mode. I'd say it's pretty promising. I think they would be over here. This looks like a natural venue. Huh. I'm not going to ask people. I'm not that interested. But oh, sign-ups were... Wait, what? Hold on. I might have messed this up. Oh yeah, this thing didn't load before. Oh, there it is. Frozen... Okay, 14... Oh, no, 3. Ah, shit. I totally missed it. It was earlier today. Damn, it was like all day. Alright, I'll have to catch it like tomorrow or something if I'm around. Holy shit. The wild part is every one of these is a different group. Shit, if I'd known that, I would have swung out here earlier. Just so I know, though. 14 by 103. Yeah, so it's this frozen lake. I was right. It's over here. Okay. Good to know. The sign-ups were after. That's where I fucked up. Oh well. They're playing all weekend, so I will have to bring someone out here and show it off, but from what I remember in years past, it's usually a pretty good time. Like, Weatherstock is the one everyone knows. That's the big one. Winterstock is clearly an offshoot. But, did I bind over there? Oh, I bound at the campfire, didn't I? Yeah. Hunter gets so many ways to travel. There are campfires spread out all over the map. And one of their only real uses is for hunters to bind there and use it as a second bind point. So I'll just get back to where I was. But I thought that 10:30 was a weird start time. Turns out it's actually all day, all weekend. Holy shit. That's fine. I will. Oh god, this wasn't very close at all. But I can only imagine when when we finally have a date for when the new servers go up. The day before, I'm willing to bet there's going to be a gigantic send-off concert on this server, because people, man, those concerts have been like a mainstay of this this server for a long time. And I haven't really done them in forever, but for me, it was always kind of the perfect example of this game. Like, every time in Final Fantasy XIV I'd see, like, people playing music and stuff, I'd always be like, well, that's fine and all, but I know where this party started. Alright, so I'm not going to run this. Well, nah, I don't have enough time. But, I'm hoping to be around tomorrow. We'll see how busy I am. I do kind of need to get some time in, just in case the snow does fuck up my schedule again. This month has been a disaster as far as my work, so I kind of need to make up for lost time. But in any case, I'm out of here. Thanks for hanging out. I'm going to try and be around some point tomorrow. I don't know. I'll do it when I can. But for now, I am out of here. I need to get my nap in so I can be out and try this new schedule again. So, have a good one, everybody. I will see you when I see you.
I knew that in order to win her love, I needed to get rid of the human garbage, otherwise known as my best friends. Come on! Bonnie, how do you keep getting back in?
I'm a drunk. I don't know nothing about how I do anything.